Monday night quarterback is back and in full effect. Week 13. I've got my buddy, the Twin King, and I'm telling you what, lately, all we do is win. What's up, Drew?
Not a whole lot, man. A lot of winning going on here, at least between us. A lot of winning. So it's an exciting week, man. Almost playoff time, at least for the CFFL.
It's nuts. We got 1 week left, friends. We've got 1 week left in the regular season in divisional play. And then after that, you know what time it is. 6 of us get invited. We're fortunate enough to get that invitation. I know 2 of us have it locked up. We're going to dive all into seeding, what games matter next week. And then we might even touch on the toilet bowl. You know, as a former toilet bowl connoisseur myself, I would be remiss if we didn't touch on it briefly.
Kohler Bowl.
The Kohler Bowl. Yeah, that's right.
Got to remember the sponsors, Mike.
I tell you what, with your lack of sleep, you're really sharp still.
Oh, man.
You're just really impressive.
It's all up here.
That's good. You want to kick us off with some of the wins pool and all that jazz update?
Absolutely. In the picks, we got two teams at 10-2, the Taints and myself, the Nuts. 10-2, looking good.
I'm getting used to you saying yourself a lot on these picks, man.
I'm up there, but 9-3, Logan and Bobstradamus and the club, Nostradamus, man, and he's still crushing it. So he's 9-3. We needed him down kind of where the bushwhackers are in the pick'em this week, and that didn't happen. So we're all playing catch up to Nostradamus, and we got some at 8-4, Tsunami, Coyotes, Empire, Bandits, and Land Sharks are 8-4, Niners 7-5. Man, what happened, Mike?
I picked without Clara this week, and that's what I get.
That's what happens. That's what happens. You took Cleveland. That was mistake number 1. Yeah.
I had
you know my policy, Mike. You know my policy. Never take the Browns.
Yeah.
They'll rip your heart out.
I thought we had that one. I was really counting on Joe Flacco, as we'll get to in my fantasy football game, as well as winning the game, but it just didn't happen. We'll
talk about him then. And then the Niners laying that scunion on Philly. How about that?
I know.
They're actually, I'm surprised. 8 out of 11 teams pick San Fran.
I think Philly 3 games in 13 days, and they were all big games. They went to overtime with Buffalo last week. I just had a feeling they were going to lay an egg.
Yeah.
Right. And the Bills, the Chiefs, and then the Bills in overtime, and then San Francisco. That's a gauntlet, man. That's just tough.
That is. You knew they were going to drop one.
One thing, I had the Stones to text you allegedly in our behind the scenes, if we were to be betting on games situation. I did advocate for the Green Bay Packers. I said that, I think they got a good shot to win this game. Did I pick them in the pick'ems? I did not. No, I'm not sure why my left brain didn't communicate with my right brain on that.
It was funny because you said that, and I said, Mike, man, I don't know about the Packers. We got to take them with the points. We're not going to take the money line because that would be stupid. But they were laying 5 points. So I'm like, yeah, with the points, we like it. And then obviously I text you and said, don't ever find my opinion on these picks. You just roll with it. You know what you're doing. And then I came on here and I saw you you picked against Green Bay. And I'm like, what happened? What? I thought it was a lock. And I'm like, well, now I feel better because then you didn't even trust yourself enough to take them when it mattered.
I hadn't consulted Clara before I made the pick on RT Sports, spoke with my 8-year-old, and then I texted you about the pick,
Okay.
So I didn't follow through.
We would have taken the money line on that had I known Clara was making that call.
Yeah, I'll do better to communicate more efficiently next week.
Well, we'll work on that. As we hop on to the Survivor, still looking interesting. Actually, I for some reason my TV decided to turn off, so I don't even know what Jacksonville is looking like right now. I'm trying to get that working, but the replacements they're set. They're good. They won.
Yep.
This week. So now they're just praying that Jacksonville finds a way to get knocked off tonight because then they will have won the whole damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
we
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, we said sayonara to the Tsunami this week. They chose Pittsburgh, and they're out of it. But both myself and Bob Stranasis, or Nostrababis, or Bob Stradamus, took Jacksonville. Jacksonville just received a second half kickoff. We are starting the third quarter, 14:54 remaining. Tie ball game, 14-14. I'll keep you updated as we go.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I'm going to disappear here in a second because I'm going to fix my TV.
No problem at all.
Yeah,
I'll start talking about something.
As you can see, I'm not outside today. Weather's getting a little chilly, yeah, just felt like inside was a better fit this week.
I noticed that, and it's interesting. The people are used to seeing you outside, but I don't think anybody's going to fault you for doing this.
We got sticks on the wall right here, so I brought nature in. You know what I mean?
I didn't know if that was 2 points from the buck that you got last year or what that was exactly, but yeah, sticks. Okay, that's cool.
No, that was not my midget buck. No, those are just sticks. I think we found them in the yard and we turned them into decoration somehow.
I like that.
Yeah, that's all Jen. I mean, I hung them. She just said, grab those sticks and put them on a wall.
Yes, ma'am. We can do that.
Yeah.
Jumping over to the wins pool, we have a runaway. The replacements, again, are at the top. 18 wins. The next closest is 15. And that's Bob Stradamus at 15. He got 2 wins this week, but still couldn't close any of the gap. So I'll report back if we have any movement on this.
That sounds good. I think Logan's got that wrapped up.
Yeah, I think so as well. Jacksonville stuffed on 3rd and 1 at their own 41-yard line. Looks like they're going to have to punt unless they want to go for it on 4th and 1. We'll see.
I think I'm ahead of you. They just punted 13-23.
Okay.
Their catch called for at the 16.
I guess I got to fix my team.
Ooh, a little hand fighting. Can
I get a flag
out there?
Can I get a flag?
I don't. They're going to a commercial. Heaven forbid we watch all of this football game.
I know.
If we just didn't get the. Oh, speaking of sponsors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have America's Fund, Semper Fi Fund, coffee mug. Yeah,
very
good little nonprofit, veteran nonprofit. We like them. And inside of it is coffee.
Coffee.
And that coffee is from Buc-ee's gas station. If you're in the South and you have a chance to go to Buc-ee's, make sure you have an extra 2 hours because it's like a damn Walmart, but it's a gas station. It's pretty awesome, actually.
Interesting.
Pretty awesome.
I've never known how to pronounce that. I always thought maybe Buc-ee's, but it's Buc-ee.
Buc-ee's, yeah. Buc-ee.
Okay.
Buc-ee Beaver, yeah. Hit it coming back from the boat, Daytona Beach. Hit up some Buc-ee's on some 95 North. And yeah, good coffee too. Recommend it.
Thanks for our sponsors. Yeah, I don't have to be drinking coffee right now. I am sponsored by Nalgene. And inside of this Nalgene is just good old-fashioned H2O. Bobby Boucher would be very proud. This Nalgene is about 15 years old. It's been dropped off of waterfalls, cliff faces. It's been in 100-degree heat with 99% humidity. It sustained me when I ran out of food on my 18-day excursion around a peninsula in Costa Rica. And all I had was this Nalgene. There was no rice, nothing else left. I had coconut milk and water. So,
look at that.
I mean, what better lifesaver could you have?
That's a sponsor right there. I like it.
Thanks for that. Now, Drew, what we're going to do is we're going to go division by division. We got the Eastern, the Central, the Western. We're going to recap the games that matter. We'll also touch on the ones that don't. And we're going to talk playoff seeding. Understandably. I like that.
What's in that Nalgene?
Understandably that, we do have 1 week left in the regular season.
I think we have a Tito sponsorship coming up, fellas.
Happy
ready for this.
He has fulfilled. Mr. Jason has fulfilled his suspension. It is lifted. He is now eligible to come off of the IR. He's been designated for return off of the IR.
Okay.
So we'll see if he's actually playing or not next week. We need to make communications, see how everything's feeling, see how the mouth is, and then we'll get back to you.
Like it.
Okay, good deal. Let's just start where we are going to be on the scoreboard here. We got the replacements coming in 7-4-1 against the Club. This was going to be one of the games of the week. Their Club is 7-5. This game is over. Replacements are moving to 8-4-1. The Club is dropping to 7-6, which means in a tightly contested division, the replacements are in pole position. Did they lock it up? I'm struggling with my math here. Hold on one second. 8-4-1. Yeah, I think that's
There's only one game left. Yeah, that has to be a lock, right?
Well, we got the Bandits are going to 7-4-1, so there could be a tie. We'll get back to that. All right, so he hasn't locked it up, right?
But he's locked up playoffs, right?
Definitely locked up playoffs. Yeah,
Jim Moore would say playoffs.
Playoffs. He's locked up playoffs for sure. He's not locked up the division championship, which is worth $40, I might add.
True. Yeah. Division's money. So
yeah. Let me recap these rules real quick. All right. Just so we're all on the same page, friends. For a tie within the division, the first tiebreaker is head to head. The second tiebreaker is your record within your division. So we will have played 6 games within the division by the end of the season, each team twice. The third tiebreaker is total points overall, not just the division. All right. Now, when we start talking about the top 6 playoff teams, if we're talking about ties outside of the division, the first tiebreaker is head to head. The second is total points. And the third is total points scored in your head to head matchup. Okay.
Got it.
Good deal.
Tracking like a Scud missile. Jamar Chase touchdown.
Hot damn. So that
big play, left side, over the shoulder. Oh, and he's taunting. Give him a penalty. He stopped and turned around at the goal line. Give him a penalty for that. That's I don't like that.
This was on 3rd and 2. I know that because I'm watching
76 yard. Yeah,
I'm watching the second down play right now. So, all right, this will be fun to see what happens.
Yeah. I bet you $100 Jamar Chase gets a touchdown on this play. 76 yards.
I'm just feeling he's been kind of quiet this year. Oh wait, deep pass.
Oh wait,
on the sideline. There he goes.
How about Browning tonight?
At the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Stopping. Touchdown.
Stopping. Yeah, give him. That's a flag, right?
He just turned around. He didn't point at anybody. I think we're good.
I don't know.
All right. Anyhow.
I guess that's why I'm not a ref. I'd have flagged.
The replacements keep rolling, dude.
They do.
He got 15 from Sam Howell.
So
Christian McCaffrey.
Everybody's 2-2 in the division right now, though.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, right now. Well, it's not updating. I don't think any of their games are finished per the site. So everybody's 2-2 as of last week in the division.
Yeah, and this is the most hotly contested division. So 2 teams are going to be winning this, the replacements, and then we'll get to the Bandits here in a moment. But, obviously the replacements are a team that we have to worry about. Drew, for you and me specifically, we got to worry about that first round bye, which is the thing that we're going to be talking about and is being most coveted. But let's recap this game super quick, right? So he's got Sam Howell putting up 15 points. Justin Fields was on bye, so he's down to those 2 quarterbacks.
I think we just say same shit, different day for the replacements. It's been all year. Christian McCaffrey, Mike Evans, Sam Howell somehow, or Justin Fields. I mean, he's been playing them perfectly.
Right.
Every time one of them scores 15, he's got them in the lineup. So, it was a beautiful game. Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Evan Ingram in this game touchdown already. 7 points there, and he's not done. So, I mean, he might be chasing 77 again, because why the hell not?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, just another kick-ass game for the replacements. And the bench, he had A-Chain on the bench for 16. So
and James Conner for 17.
And Conner for 17. Yeah, which Conner, he's kind of the bell cow now in Arizona, though. So
I know, but if you remember, we gave him hell last week for playing Conner over who'd he play him over? Who played him? Over Gibbs, right? So what did he do? Yeah. He switched him up, and then there you go.
Yeah, which it doesn't matter. Like I said, he's been playing the right people because it doesn't matter.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like he's winning every stinking week. So, unfortunately, we might be chasing the replacements, even though his record. I mean, he's 8 wins now. So
he's 8-4-1. You and I are going to 9-3. So
he's got the one less win, but we might be chasing him.
Yeah, I think obviously we get that first round bye. It's one more hurdle that he has to clear, but I don't know, man. We got to win next week. We'll talk. I'll get into the tiebreaker for that here in a moment. But this division's it's not done, right? He still might not be the winner of this division.
He might not be. He's in the playoffs, though.
Definitely in the playoffs. Yeah, the Players Club, though, man. Is this a team that you and I want to see in the playoffs? Like we were talking the 4 horsemen there earlier. Well, Herbert has nosedived. Austin Eckler can't play football anymore. Like what?
Austin Eckler's done. He's done. It's just he'll have a game here or there, he'll play next year, maybe the year after. But it's going to be that, running backs, they can go up so fast and they fall just as quickly. And Eckler's, it's just injuries. He's 28, I think. He's just hitting that age. He might play to 30, maybe even 31, 32, but he's going to be he's not going to be the Austin Eckler, from the last, 5-6 years. It's just not going to happen.
He had Josh Jacobs on bye, and then Jonathan Taylor is out. I think, 3 to 4 weeks? So
yeah,
Taylor,
I think, is done. I think they're going to shut him down.
Okay. So,
I think now it depends on where they're at with playoffs. If they have a shot, because they did beat Tennessee, Jacksonville, they might be in the wild card in Indy. So maybe he comes back, but if they're out, he's done.
Yeah.
So
he's forced to play Adam Thielen, Chris Godwin, who hadn't done anything all year, but did have one carry for a touchdown.
Yeah, one carry for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And Thielen's isn't this what we thought he'd do this year?
Yeah. He finally has found his feeling, I think.
Yeah.
Christian Watson's heating up on the other hand, though.
Very true, but he might have pulled that hamstring again late in that game. So I haven't seen the final injury report on that, but obviously we might not even know till Wednesday, Thursday practices. So that didn't. Yeah, it was a non-contact hamstring looking thing. So that sucks after a 2-touchdown game for him.
Right, and they're referencing a hamstring injury earlier in the year to see if it's similar or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He does have Stafford on the bench, which that could be a good thing.
Right.
Yeah, with Stafford, they're playing pretty good football in LA. So, not all is lost here. He's got Leonard Fournette.
I know, playoff Lenny, as he says.
Scary. Yeah, playoff Lenny, man.
Hopefully we can hear from him next week to see how his mood is. But I'm telling you, man, when you're getting to this point in the season, you can't have holes in your roster. And I'm looking at 1, maybe 2, where you're just praying for some points, Yeah.
It really, in the playoff, you just got to get to the playoffs because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. It's just, it can be a crazy game. So,
he's worried about getting to the playoffs. He's dropping to 7-6. We're going to be getting to the Big Daddy's Bandits winning and just absolutely dominating Bobster Domus, who put up a respectable 54 points. But the Bandits are 79 and counting, Drew.
Counting.
Jamar Chase, as you
through
referenced,
77. We're blowing through 77.
Well, he said the pot's already gone, so what's the point? Give me the record.
Exactly. Yeah. He's going for, what's the record? I think it's like 104 or something.
It might be.
I don't think he's going to get there.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, massive week for the Bandits.
Mm-hmm. Now, I tell you what, man, the Bandits are doing it when it counts. He's not catching us at 9-3-1, but he's getting this win going to 7-5-1. Drew, he's contending for the division. He's chasing the replacements. I haven't checked if these two are the two that are playing next week or not, but man, wouldn't that be poetic if that were the truth?
Yeah, that would be that'd be pretty crazy. And actually, where are we at? Schedule right here.
As you check on that,
we're in 14, and the replacements go on the road to play Big Daddy's Bandits.
Oh man, I can't wait. All right, so that's it. That's for the division right there.
That's gonna be crazy.
Who won the first matchup, Drew? Go to week 3. Who won the first matchup?
Week 3, the replacements had 40. Big Daddy's Bandits scored 49.
So if this dude wins,
Bandits win, and it's signed, sealed, delivered.
Oh man,
you just got to win one game. How hard is that against Christian McCaffrey and Jahmyr Gibbs and
he said
James Conner? Yeah, I mean, no big deal.
Hey, Alvin Kamara, Deebo Samuel, Jamar Chase, Taysom Hill said, "Hold my beer. Just watch. Just watch."
And how bad? I think I shouldn't say how bad were we. I think I should say how bad was I making fun of Taysom Hill.
Yep.
Was that like week 1? I think it was week 1. Yeah.
Drew, I have to report the Bandits have finally heard you. They sat Justin Tucker down, all right, in favor of Harrison Butker.
That's right. That's why we do this podcast, man. That's what we live for. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to help. We're just trying to help the team.
Yep. Now Justin Tucker's on a bye, but we don't need to really pay too much attention to that.
But what happens when he pulls Tucker?
Yeah.
Has he scored over 70 this year?
You don't have to look at it. No chance. I don't think there's any way that's happened.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, problem solved.
Problem solved. So, I mean, huge performance from Kamara, 2 touchdowns. We had another 3 touchdown performance from Deebo Samuel. Jamar Chase, like we said, is cooking already. 11 points. I mean, this dude, he performed. Gardner Minshew sitting on the bench. Might get a look next week, depending on matchups. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely not somebody that you want to go up against in the playoffs. This is going to be a formidable team. I don't see too many holes.
Absolutely. And for Bobstradamus, man, friend of the show, we were rooting for him.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to happen. Not this year.
I don't think he's done, dude. He's going to.
He's got toilet bowl. Yeah, he mention our name, get a good seat. But it's the Kohler Bowl for Bobstradamus.
You think so? There's no chance he could go to 7-7 because he's dropping to 6.
He's 6-7. Yeah, he goes to 7-7, and that does that help?
Typically, in the past, if you get to 7 wins, that's playoffs. But hold on, let me see. So it's you and me we're at 9-3-1.
Well, that would mean the whole division is in the playoffs.
It happened last year in my division. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically,
you got the Taints at 7 wins. The
Taints, though, yeah, we're getting. You know what? We're gonna jump into the Taints in 1 second. You got anything else to say about the Kings?
No, that's it. Right. It's not looking good. Let's put it that we're not trying to do on the fly math.
Yeah,
not trying. I mean,
I'm trying to. I don't know how well it's working, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, we try real hard. Between your master's degree and my high school education, you'd think we'd be able to come up with this. But either way, good luck, Bob. We're pulling for you, buddy. But yeah,
we are.
Yeah, get the toilet paper ready.
As the percentages continue to shift in this next game, we got the Golden Taints coming in at 7-5, going against Tsunami. Now, this is the game that's still in process. Taints are done at 61. Tsunami is still rolling at 55. He's got Trevor Lawrence and Etienne going.
He's favored 70-30 per RT Sports.
That's right. And it wasn't that way to start the game. So Etienne with a touchdown, 7 points already. Lawrence was 6. They're down.
Lawrence just threw a ball to, I don't even know who number 11 is.
I don't either.
Who cares? Washington. Washington. Everybody knows Washington.
I haven't seen him on a roster.
I think George maybe. Yeah, nice catch, buddy. Black George Washington, nice catch.
One of our
they're in the red zone. So a touchdown from ETN, and they are tied right now. So if that happens.
Oh, I thought you were reporting live.
No, not yet. No, we're on the 15. First and 10, shotgun. 2 right, fakes the handoff to ETN, looking in the end zone, throws back to ETN, and he is going to get swallowed up for a 1-yard gain.
Okay. All right. Big play. So as they continue to march down the field, we had Chuba Hubbard with 2 touchdowns, Tyreek Hill 2 touchdowns, 17, 19 points. And then, 0 from T-Mac and Mike Gesicki. Not great.
If he can pull this off with 2 goose eggs, ooh, that's beautiful. You feel good there. Going into the toilet bowl, you feel good.
You do. If he gets the win, he moves to 5-8. No chance of making the playoffs. Yeah, I do see. No, that's a 2-yard game by Etienne. No, they're giving him 1. You're right. Yeah. My goodness, why would I doubt you?
So here we got Lawrence rolling to his right, throws the end zone broken up. That was to Washington as well. You have Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, and Evan Ingram on this team. Why are we throwing to this?
My percentages just shifted back to 50.
No, that might have been Ridley. No, that was Washington. Yeah, they're throwing it. No, it was Ridley. Okay, that was Ridley. No, that was a good pass breakup. Good defense.
You make a great play-by-play announcer.
Yeah, it was. They were hiding his note. They didn't want me to know who it was. He got both feet in bounds. He just forgot the football.
Well, that's a key point. On the other side of things, the Taints are looking a little bit more well-rounded. Dak Prescott was 16. Isaiah Pacheco had a big game last night in a loss with 11 points. Nico Collins is going to have to be a focal point. I know it's a sad face emoji for you on that one, but he put up 15 points. And then Amon-Ra was quiet with 8. Keenan Allen, 2. I mean, not holes. I mean, not huge guns at every position, but he did have Zach Charbonnet on the bench. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the bench already.
Yeah.
And Justin Jefferson. I don't know, man. This is a formidable foe for sure. He's in my division.
Yep.
He's putting up points every week.
Yeah, you got to be pulling for the tsunami here.
Big time.
Keeping the Taints out of the playoffs makes you feel a little better, doesn't it?
It would for sure make me feel a little bit better. I would much rather see Bob Stradamus in the playoffs. No offense to Bob Stradamus.
Yeah. Much rather, as in, not that we like Bob Stradamus more than the Taints or Jason, but just the fact that we feel like we could beat his ass.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be a less formidable opponent. That's what we think.
3rd and 9. They're at the 14. Lawrence in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Looking to his right. Fires the end zone. Holy shit.
Say the good word.
That should have been intercepted. And our boy George Washington just caught the touchdown.
Ooh, that's 3 more points.
Parker Washington. We'll go with Parker instead of George. We got a first name now.
I like
that
George.
Ball should have been intercepted, and it wasn't.
I can't wait to see it.
And somehow Parker ended up with this football in his hands. Wow. Did he get both feet? Yeah. Control. It looks good. I think it looks good. They called it a touchdown. It should stand. Amazing. So now that puts Lawrence what +3?
Maybe 4. What yard?
No. He's at 182. They were on the 14. So +3.
Okay.
That puts him at 9. 58. 61-58.
So, 3 points away.
And RT just updated this to a 50-50 game based on the time remaining. Little they know, it looks like Trevor's going to get 3 more there.
Oh, he bobbled. Hip is.
They called it a touchdown. You can't overturn that, right?
Hold on. Let me see. I'm getting my first look. Yeah, he did. The defender did have his hands on the ball. I think the hip is in bounds. Ooh, I don't know. It depends on when he controlled it. Time will tell.
Yeah, no, that. I don't know. You called it a touchdown. You called it a touchdown. You got it. No, this is. We'll come back to this because we're obviously.
We're invested. We'll come back.
No, they're kicking PAT. It's good.
Okay, I'll take it.
Field stance.
Now
PAT's good.
For a less concerning game, less in doubt game. I was worried about the Bushwhackers, man. They were coming in at 5-7. I was coming in at 8-3-1. Bushwhackers put up 46. I just happened to put up 67. Moved to 9-3-1, secured definitely a playoff position, and I believe I have secured the divisional championship as well. Again, on the fly math, but
you look good.
Yeah, whether the Taints win or lose, they go to 8-5 if they win. I'm at 9-3-1, so their best case scenario, they're 9-5. I would still be a half game ahead. So, there's the division.
Yeah, and for Bushwhackers, you look at the roster, the bench, just there's nothing there. I mean, you're starting Amari Cooper with Flacco. He got hurt, so that didn't really help. Cooper Kupp's been, he might be in the Austin Eckler camp. Is just falling off the cliff. I think he caught a touchdown, but it's just not pretty.
Yeah, I think he's in witness protection because I haven't been able to find him.
Yeah. He might end up there next year too. He's banged up. It's hard. You get old. It's hard.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
As the Turkey Bowl, champion, I'm sure you can allude to.
Yeah, I was second in MVP voting, not first, for a reason.
See what I mean? Age is a beast, man. That's all right. We'll train. We'll get back to that next year.
Yeah, damn right. We're not quitting.
Yeah. And Zach Moss, man, 19 carries. Thought Zach Moss was going to just tear up 2 points, 51 yards. Oh, heartbreaker for Bushwhackers, but he wasn't going to. I don't think he'd be going anywhere even if he was able to make it.
No, I don't think so either. I was worried. I'm glad we do not have to face Jalen Hurts in the playoffs. That's a win for us.
Absolutely. I feel like big games are coming. They're coming off the loss. And they haven't really hit full stride yet. You don't feel like, and they have 2 losses.
Right.
So if it starts clicking, Hurts he might have some big games down the stretch. Yeah. And that'll help. In the Kohler Bowl, I feel bad for you guys down there in the toilet.
Yeah, that'll be tough. Be tough.
Yeah.
For sure. You want to wax poetic about my team for a minute?
Fuck yeah. Heck yeah, I do.
Okay.
I pulled a Jason there. It's Tito's kicking me. I don't know how you have so many guys on like the same team here. It's amazing. You're pretty much just rolling out Detroit and Dallas every week, and all 4 of them got you a touchdown. Mostert touchdown, and then Joey Flacco, man. He actually didn't have a bad game.
He looked good, Drew. He looked good.
He did.
To the point where I think Cleveland can put him in the lineup and expect to win games.
And they need to. They're in the wild card race. And, the thing with the Browns, not to get way off in the weeds, but, the Steelers lost to the Cardinals, team they should beat. And what do the Browns do? They lay an egg. Yep. It's clear. It's the Browns. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Every time somebody else screws up, we never capitalize. Ever.
Not out of it, but defense went up against a tough team. I mean, LA has been scoring a lot of points the last few weeks. I feel like they're finally finding their groove.
Yep.
But who knows, man? I don't know. I'm interested to see if they're going to plan on sticking with Joe Flacco or go back to DTR. I'm not sure. I don't know. But
and on your bench with maybe Jackson Smith and Jigba, he might have a few games down the stretch, and Puka Nacua, he might be headed back to the starting lineup for you there.
Yeah,
it's tough though because all the buys are over, and unless Mostert's coming out, Pollard maybe. I don't know who they play, but
I don't know, man. Pollard scored a touchdown 3 weeks in a row.
He's finally after 8-9 scoreless weeks. Yeah, finally. But they have Philly next week, whose run defense generally is pretty tough. Buffalo, not too scary. Miami, not real scary. Detroit, Washington. So Washington's irrelevant. So
I don't know. Yeah,
he's probably staying.
I've been trying to find ways to squeeze Jaylen Warren into the starting lineup, but he's not really there. Yeah, Puka Nacua was that one question mark. But I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know who to take out.
We may or may not have placed bets on parlays here, and I think we just had a pick by Jacksonville. Hold up, it was a pass to Boyd, Tyler Boyd. He throws it right to the Jacksonville player on their own 15.
What parlay are we talking about? Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly the parlay where we took 7 or 8 players for touchdowns, and we have back-to-back taken Pittsburgh running backs and gotten screwed on those. So new policy.
Yeah.
And I anybody else out there listening, if you're doing touchdown parlays, keep the Pittsburgh Steelers out of it. Just keep them out of it. They're trash. They suck. They will ruin your Sunday. Just leave them out of there. Because we allegedly got we had an 8-leg parlay, and we got 6 people leading up to the Sunday night game. The only person that didn't get us a touchdown up to that point was Najee Harris, and he had a carry inside the 1-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Drew, you're speaking allegedly, right? And all
allegedly,
obviously. I had already forgotten about that because allegedly it's already over. So it's like, all right, we're on to the next one. There's a couple of
Cincinnati.
Yeah, definitely on to Cincinnati, which I'm looking at right here. 2 things for you. So this was like a double pass. They threw a lateral behind the line of scrimmage from Browning to whoever that was, and then he looked downfield, saw that it was covered, and just decided to throw it right into the line.
He decided. All my guys are covered. I'm going to give it to this healthy-looking Jacksonville defensive or linebacker. And Travis Etienne he's short. 3rd and goal. 4th and goal.
Gotta go.
Might have dodged a bullet.
The other thing that we might have missed on here is what was our over-under for Monday night? Is the first one where we're missing, I think.
40.
Yeah, we lost already.
40.5, yeah.
Can they take points off the board? Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That happens. I didn't think there'd be much scoring in this game, to be honest with you. This looked like a classic Monday night.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, touchdown, fumble, recovery Cincinnati. They're calling it a touchdown.
Cincinnati?
No, touchdown for Trevor Lawrence, rushing, which would
secures the dub for the
that
Tsunami.
Would seal the deal. Wow. Sucks for the Taints.
Ah, damn. Yeah, so Taints moved to 7-6. All right, we'll get into our math here again in a moment. But for now, let's look at the 21ers going up against the Coyotes. Coyotes both have a guy going still, but the 21ers at 21 points, and then the Coyotes are at 53.
Mm-hmm.
Coyotes moving to 6 and 7. They're in the mix. They have entered the chat, Drew.
They have entered the chat. They have, Brock Purdy, Derrick Henry. Man, he's coming alive, man. Just in time, alive. Right?
Yeah.
Just in time. They're still losing, but he's scoring. So that's good. And Skinny Batman, touchdown. Yep. All looking healthy.
Now, he also played Tyler Lockett, Garrett Wilson, Tyler Higbee, and Brandon McManus. Drew, this is a team I would love to see in the playoffs. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Purdy had a hell of a day. 30-14 and 4 tutties. That's crazy. 18 points. Big time. But, yeah, I mean, past that, not real scared. Garrett Wilson, man. I don't know what he's doing in the lineup.
Somebody get Angelo a dub next week. Let's see if we can make this happen.
I like it. Let's do it.
69ers officially out of playoff contention. They have they've been kicked off due to poor internet connection. They will participate in the Kohler Bowl. Russell Wilson with 11 points is the leader. 21 points. I mean, there's just not a lot to talk about here. No. You do have Geno with 20 points on the bench, though.
Yeah.
They're back.
Yeah, against Dallas.
Yeah, they're back to the Seattle Seahawks quarterback controversy, Drew.
Yeah.
We've got
I don't know.
Geno waiting in the wings, but Russell's still in the starting spot. And it's like, is the team going to be better if we just go with Geno?
I mean, more importantly, Geno Smith 20 on the bench, DK Metcalf on the bench, which even if you live under a rock, I think you knew he had 3 touchdowns this week.
Who would you put him over, Drew?
DK Metcalf?
Would you play him over
Devin Singletary, Brian Robinson, Christian Kirk, or Jaden Reed? Take your pick.
Are you sure? Yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Monday night quarterback after all. And, like, what the hell are we doing with DK Metcalf on the bench?
Honestly, he scored 10 points once this year. He doesn't have another game, double digits.
Yeah.
And they're playing Dallas. So I don't know if maybe that weighed in, thinking Dallas's defense was going to shut him down.
Well,
but yeah, and see, it's funny too, because going into next year, everybody's going to say, "Oh yeah, DK Metcalf had 3, 4, 5, 6 7 touchdowns if he catches another one this year." He had a pretty good year. No, he didn't. He sucked, except for that one game against Dallas. He
had a good week, Drew.
He didn't have a good year. He had a good week.
Yeah. So speaking of a good year, Kara, one of her 2 wins coming against me has moved to 2-11 at your hands here. You're at 9-3-1. She put up 12 points, man. Is that the record? I can't remember anymore. I don't know. We've been
no, I don't think so. But it was funny because we did joke slightly before the games on Sunday. Should I bench all my players since my kicker put up 15? I might still win.
We did.
That would have been a super flex and very disrespectful. So I never actually thought about doing it.
You would have never done that. Somebody like you.
I was that close. But no, then we talked about first round buys and how we had something to play for. That being said, Brandon Aubrey for Dallas, 15 points on Thursday. And I had 15 points coming into Sunday, and that would have done it.
Yeah.
That would have done it. Kenny Pickett got hurt. Kareem Hunt didn't do crap. Najee Harris sucks. I hate Pittsburgh. Did I mention that? Jalen Waddle doing what he's done all year. No Waddle dances because he can't score. And I watched him drop a pass. It literally hit him right in the numbers. Nobody within 10 yards of him. And it's just, I don't know what his deal is this year.
I saw that too. Yeah,
I don't know if you can call that injuries because, I mean, my gimpy ass out there could have caught that one. David Njoku has the same problem. He can't catch the football. A little better last game. He only had 2 catches. But the week before, Dorian Thompson, Robinson, James, David, Paul, Frank was just peppering him with footballs, and none of them were sticking. Not one. So, yeah.
Tell me, Drew, I got to know. So, obviously, you lost Tank Dell for the year. He's out.
No, so here's the deal. Tank Dell down for season. Derek Carr, he fell off the roller coaster and broke every bone in his body.
Mm-hmm.
And who else do we have? We had somebody else. Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
Probably done for season.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't playing Tank Dell, who would I want to play? Ramondre Stevenson. And if Jordan Love has a bad matchup or gets injured, who would I put in? Derek Carr. I mean, this couldn't have gotten – honestly, I won the week, but it probably couldn't have really gone worse
I think
for me.
This is the most hyperactive waiver wire that we should expect to see from a 9-3-1 team in the history of the CFFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, dude, you got to feel comfortable. Jordan Love has been cooking the last few weeks.
Yeah, Love's cooking. Kyron Williams is back. He's big. He's bold. He's beautiful. I love him.
Definitely.
AJ Brown hasn't been getting in the end zone, but damn, 8 for 114.
Yeah.
They only scored 19 points against the tough San Fran defense. I think I'm good there. That's okay. And even Romeo Dobbs, he was a last-minute throw-in. I thought he might get a touchdown. He's had a bunch of touchdowns the last few weeks. 4 catches, 72. Not awful. And if Christian Watson misses some time, that actually would help me out because I need somebody to plug in, and Dobbs might be that guy.
Good call. Yeah. Well, I mean, Madison, if you dare, I don't know, Khalil Herbert.
Madison sucks. He can't get in the end zone. Khalil Herbert, I don't even think he's a starter anymore. Breece Hall is one of the best running backs in the NFL on the worst team in the NFL.
Zay Flowers?
Zay Flowers is probably – I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison hasn't done much, and now you have Justin Jefferson coming back. So I don't think I can start him. If ETN was coming in this game injured, if he misses some time, I still have to. I'm hanging on to Tank Bigsby for some stupid reason.
I think he's their third string running back now behind Ernest Johnson.
He might be. Rookie year, so you never know. He's probably not picking up pass pros, stuff like that. Stupid rookie stuff, Yeah. But he has fallen in the end zone. I mean, he only has like 6 carries this year. I think he has 2 or 3 touchdowns. So
hey, you just need one.
That's right? An injury, and I'm cooking. So, and they're in the playoff contention. So we'll see. Maybe get some garbage time.
Let's go through the standings, all right, and see what we can do to muddle our way through this, and then we can use that to talk about next week's matchups. Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you and I are in the lead at 9-3-1. We're tied. The replacements are moving to 8-4-1. So as it stands right now, those are the top 3 teams. I don't think there's anybody else. There's nobody else that can get to 9 wins. I don't believe. Hold on, let me check. Taints can't do it. The club lost, so they can't do it either. So nobody else can get to 9 wins, right?
So we have replacements can.
Yeah, so those 3.
Replacements, myself, and you.
All right. So let's run through the scenarios. I did a little research earlier in the day. All right. Mm-hmm. So let's say, obviously, if you win, I lose. You're the number 1 seed, and then I fight it out with Logan for the number 2 seed. He would have to win in that scenario. Yeah. Going back to the tiebreaker rules, outside of division, it's head-to-head matchup. I beat him, so I would be the number 2 seed. Let us say that I win, you lose. Logan would have to win in this scenario as well. I'm looking at your team. Hold on one second. Bucknuts, you played the replacements back in week number 9. You had 41. Oh, you tied.
Yeah.
What's the second?
Remember, that was Dicker the kicker.
That's right. Oh, damn. All right. So what's the second tiebreaker? Hold on one second. Outside of division.
Let's make this complicated.
Total points. So go to total points.
Which I have right now.
All right. So total
this week's not counting, is it?
It does. It's live updated. So I'm in the lead.
Total points. Okay. So he's got me then.
Yeah. So I'm in the lead at 720. The Golden Taints, which don't matter for the sake of this argument, are second at 696. They're 24 points back. The replacements are at 685, and Drew, you're at 656. So there's a difference of 29 points there.
So he'd have to have a Empire style week, and I would have to put up 50?
Yeah.
To fix that, which ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Because he has CMC and he'll score 25 next week.
So obviously, if either you or I win, we have secured a first round bye and potentially the number 1 seed. If we lose, so let's say both of us lose, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the replacements win. That takes us to a
tie. What was the heads up, right?
No. It's outside of the division, multiple teams. Number 1 tiebreaker is total points.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. If I'm reading
because I beat your ass. I mean, I'd have to go back.
You did.
I just remember I did that.
Yeah. So
That's messed up.
the only way that tiebreaker helps you is if you and I both win and or if we both lose and Logan loses, then we're ahead. You get the number one seed.
No, if Logan wins and we both lose.
No. If Logan loses and we both lose, you and I would be the top 2 teams. You would get the tiebreaker because you beat me head to head, right? But yes, if Logan wins, we both lose. All 3 of us go together. I'm number 1.
Yeah.
And then what are you playing in the first round of the playoffs in that scenario?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to win. So you need to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I just got to win. It's that simple.
I think win and you get a bye. I think no matter what I do, I get a bye. Is that right? Because I beat Logan.
Correct.
I got more points than you.
Yeah, you're in pole position here. Yeah.
Okay. I just got to score points. That's all I got to do. Score points. All right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I can't lose the total points lead. That's all.
To who? Me?
Either one of you. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 720. I have 656. Yeah, you got it. You're in.
All right. 64.
You got the bye. So it's really me and Logan.
Okay.
How that shakes out. So.
Hey, high five to us. We got through that.
We did.
All right.
We did.
Let's see if we can figure out the other 3 teams.
Yeah. We got the club 7. Are they 7 wins?
7 and 6.
7 and 6. We got the Taints at 7 because they lost 7 and 6.
But ahead of
And
them,
then-
we have the Bandits are going to 7, 5, and 1. So they're in 4th right now.
Yeah.
Because they're having
7, 5, and 1. Yeah.
So we've got 3 playoff spots left. We're looking at, like you said, the club, the Taints, and the Bandits, right?
Yeah.
Bob Stradamus is nipping at the heels at, what is he? 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
And then are the Coyotes, right? Are the other team that's going to be 6 and 7.
Yes.
Okay. So we got 4 teams looking for 3 spots.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's dive into the matchup, see if we can make heads and tails of this.
Yeah. So on the matchups, replacements play the Bandits.
Okay.
So the Bandits have to win. Replacements don't have to win unless they want to try to get a bye.
Let me see. So the first tiebreaker would be division record, right?
Yes.
They're both moving to 3 and 2. So yeah, whoever wins this game is winning the division.
Mhm.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So this is obviously the game of the week. This is the this will be flexed into the either Sunday night or Monday night football game, right?
Yeah, correct.
I mean, I know Jason has served his suspension, but I feel like we need to have Logan on just so we can see this in live time.
I think so. Yeah. If we could get Logan on, that'd be great.
All right. I might have to call him.
But see, now Logan's 8 wins, right?
Logan
And Bandits are 7 wins.
Yeah, Logan is 8, 4 and 1.
8,
Bandits
4, and 1.
7,
5 and 1.
5 and 1. So
and whoever wins the division.
exactly. So if the Bandits win, they tie, and then the Bandits have the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's a good game. We'll definitely keep our eyes on that one. What else you got?
What's up with the club? Are they in?
So the club are at 7 and 6. They're one of those 4 teams fighting for 3 spots.
Fighting for 3 spots. There we go. Got it.
They can knock the Kings out and guarantee themselves a playoff.
Yeah. So they are playing Kirby Kings, correct.
I'm sure there are other things that they could do or that could happen that can guarantee them a win, but hey, if they win, they're in. No questions.
They win, they're in. And for Bob Stradamus, he has to win to try to even get in.
Yeah, has to win to have a chance. Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's say that he wins and it's between the club and the Kings. What's divisional record there would be? Everybody's
the club
doing
still has it because he's winning this week, right? Yeah. No, he lost this week.
He lost.
So he moves to 2 and 3.
They're
Bob
both
lost, moves to 2 and 3. So the division record would come down to
it would be that game. So the Kings would have the divisional record. So I think the Kings
yeah,
win.
but they're still a game back, aren't they?
They would be tied. So the club is going to 7 and 6. The Kings are going to 6 and 7. Kings win. They're both tied at 7 and 7, and they have the divisional record. Kings win. They're in.
Kings win. They're in.
How about that?
Yeah.
Because they would knock the other team out because they have the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Am I right?
He has to win. Yeah. Yeah,
No,
I think so.
It might go to interdivisional at that point. We'd have to see if any other team would be 7-7 because then we'd loop in total points.
That's
Let's
true.
look at.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is just dangerous.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
So
then we
how
come
about-
down. You
dude,
got,
how
like
about
we already
this?
said, you got it. Good.
Total points. Right now, the club has 576. The Kings have 577.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. 1
All right.
point.
Anybody else going to have 7 wins? The Taints might. So they're fighting
Saints
against the
have
Taints.
7 wins.
Yeah,
They're 7-6, so they could go to 8 wins.
they could. If they get 8 wins, they're in. No question about it.
Yeah.
But if they lose, they go to 7-7. They would have the tiebreaker with 696 total points.
Mhm.
Okay. So the Taints control their own destiny. The Kings need a win and some luck.
And the Taints have the Bushwhackers. Oof.
Bushwhacker's been scoring points, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
that's the next.
he's got to put up some points.
Yeah.
And then you've got Tsunami. So again, it doesn't matter, right?
I think we've loosely defined the fact that it doesn't matter whether I win or lose. I just need to keep the difference of 64 points ahead of you.
Yeah.
So I need to score at least enough points so that you don't score 65 more than I do.
I think my highest this year is around 72, 74, something like that. So
I need like 10 points.
10 points. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Put your kicker in.
My kickers don't do as well as yours.
Yeah, well, I took mine in the second round. Oh no, wait, that wasn't me.
Oh, oops.
We weren't going to talk about that. I keep forgetting.
Damn. We almost won a whole podcast without talking about it.
Almost.
Cursed to us.
We alluded to it, but we didn't actually throw it out there.
Are you talking about
So
if somebody were to take Justin Tucker in the second round of the draft? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's unrelated.
How foolish that would be.
In the Western Division.
But who's got the last laugh? This is my last point about it. This dude might be in the playoffs and just shut both of us up. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
It would be interesting, though, if I do play him in the playoffs at some point. I think we should just start kickers.
What if you played him in the first round as the 3 seed?
That's fine. Can we just play kickers? He plays Justin Tucker, and I play the kicker of my choosing. It's like one hand, all or nothing. You know what I mean? Just
that'd be epic.
deal it face up because that would be crazy.
Western Division.
I'm down to do it. I mean, if he wants to come on, next week and talk about it, come on down.
Okay, Tommy, if you're listening, call me.
Call me. Yeah. So the West it's kind of boring over here. I am in the playoffs, fighting for the first round bye, which obviously with all the crazy injuries that I sustained this week, that'd be great. So
you unlike Logan, you control your own destiny. If you win, you have a first round bye.
Correct.
Because he can't get to 10 wins, you can.
Yep.
Who do you play?
I play the Coyotes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So formidable this week.
It is. Coyotes, they're showing out. So 54 points this week. Good week for them. What I have 52. So yeah, I mean, again, close matchup. It'll be interesting.
They would have got you this week. All right.
Yeah. And then so the Coyotes do move to 6-7.
Yeah.
So they could get to they're one of the teams. They get 7 wins.
That's right. They're playing for their playoff lives here. They could take down one of the top seeds.
Yeah. And then so the Niners are out. They'll actually move. So on our board way we're looking at it Monday night quarterback podcast.
Right.
Is the 69ers and Coyotes. Actually, 69ers ahead of them right now because their scoring has not finalized. They're 3-1 in the division, where the Coyotes are 2-2, and both are at 5-7. But the Niners are moving to 5-8.
Yeah, so they're out of it. Coyotes are moving to 6-7. I think the one bad news bears about the Coyotes is they're sitting at 505 total points. So if we get to any sort of tiebreaker at all, I believe they're in the basement with total points. No, they're ahead of the Empire, who has 418. Holy hell. Wow.
Yeah.
So they would beat the Empire, but I think the Empire is secured the Kohler Bowl.
Didn't Logan score 418 in a week?
I think he might have.
Check the archives.
He made $418 when he scored 77 points. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Same thing. Yeah. Same thing.
How about Jamar Chase just dropping a ball on third down that was right in his hands? They go to 4th and 3.
And they're going for it.
Are they really?
Browning back to pass, trips right, throws. Jamar Chase across the middle, down to the 2-yard line, first down.
Bummer.
He came back. He came back.
Okay. Logan and I are not stoked about that. We would like to see Jacksonville win this game. Or no?
No, Logan is stoked about that. Is it the tsunami there?
Bob Stradamus.
Bob Stradamus. That's right. Tsunami's out. Bob Stradamus. You and Nostrababis. Oof, that was close too. Almost hit the ground, but he got it.
Okay, so that's our recap.
10 minutes ago.
That's our all right. That's our recap. That's what we got. What are you projecting? Give me your seed projections.
Man, I got a tough matchup with the Coyotes. Logan has a tough one too with the Bandits.
Yeah.
The Bandits put up 79 this week, and I don't want to keep beating that dead horse, but he has Justin Tucker.
I know, man. It's
so
hard to look past that.
Mixon tried to get his 3rd touchdown. I don't know if he got in. It's close. Hold up. I think he did. And he's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
Yep. Oh, no, they're calling it short. Oh, knows the ball looked clean to me, but maybe they go back to him. It's going to be a hell of a matchup. Placements just scored 65. Bandits 79. It's anybody's game right there. So, he might have a slightly tougher matchup than I do, but I feel like his team is doing better than mine right now.
I think I agree with you. His team is doing better than yours is right now, but I think you get the probability would say that you're more likely to get that first round bye. Yeah. So
I've been grinding it out this year. It really Jordan Love has the Giants. Packers play at New York, at MetLife.
Yeah, he's a start. You're mashing the start button on him.
And if Watson's out, Dobbs is going to stay in that lineup. And I could have the stack there. That could be money. So and Giants defense hasn't quite played as bad lately. So, but hopefully that's another 300 yards and 3 touchdowns for Jordan Love. And then the Rams have Baltimore. Oof, that sucks. So Kyron Williams, that's going to be a tough game. A.J. Brown playing Dallas, although they played Dallas already, didn't they? Yeah, he had 9 points that game, 7 for 66 and a touchdown. So
I think the over-under for that is pretty high, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Seattle just put up a ton on Dallas. So,
right.
And then Kelsey, no touchdown Kelsey. They're playing Buffalo.
He even had his fiance there this week too.
Yeah, I'm about sick of that shit. He needs to worry more about football than chasing Taylor Swift's tail because he's been sucking ever since that crap's been going down.
True.
All year. That's right.
I think he's finally getting old. Is what it's what it looks like. I don't know if he's hurt. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Browning,
slow.
It's not in. By the way, on this sneak, it doesn't look.
They call it. PAT's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, PAT's good. They call it.
Damn.
Good.
Right. I thought his knee was down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I agree with you on Kelsey. He's looking old. And that sucks. That's my first round pick. I think was Tyreek Hill still out there? I think.
Oh, if that's true,
they had pick 10 or 11.
No way. Tyreek was still available, was he?
At 10 or 11? Yeah, he was the end of first, early second pick.
Oh man,
normally. So and that that's all I can think about. I took Travis Kelce over Tyreek Hill.
That's not great, but hindsight's 20/20. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and that's what I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we got, and then Coyotes, Brock Purdy, San Fran. They got Seattle, who just got Dak Prescott just tore them up. Derrick Henry, Miami. That's a sweet matchup.
I think, Drew, what we're trying to say, friends, is you got to tune in next week to find out how this all shakes out.
Yeah.
You know,
That's just a preview. That's just preview.
I think that's what we got to say. You know, you just need to click back in, just play in the background. You don't have to watch it, and then make sure you reload, click again, help out the algorithm, which we appreciate. But I do have big news. Can I break some big news?
Big news? We got big news?
Big news.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. We've been talking about Jason has fulfilled a suspension. Could be a guest next week. Need to reach out. We've been talking about need to see Logan's live reaction next week as well. Anybody else that you would like to hear from next week? If you could pick anybody else.
Anybody else? Well, I mean, Kurt owes us, I think.
He does owe us. That's a good point.
Because we need the numbers boost. You know.
Not Kurt.
What's that?
It's not Kurt.
Okay. Kicker only. First round playoffs. Or Bandits coming on here?
Bandits not coming on.
Not Tom. Okay.
No, I haven't heard.
Well, then I think I went in ascending order. Ascending order. So I would have to say Commish 1.0.
Commish 1.0 is going to be joining us. Yes.
Yeah, that was my number one.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't know how I've conned him into it, but he says that he doesn't want to come on the live podcast. He said he'll pre-record a little bit with me in advance.
Oh, I mean,
but I'm gonna see if I can have some technical difficulties on Sunday when he wants to record, and maybe just, hey, like, I need you on Monday night, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got to find a way around that. That's like tying a fantasy game to Dicker the kicker.
I know. We've both tried fantasy games this year. It's no fun.
Yeah, it's not a loss, but
it's like
not a win either.
30% of the fun you would have had during a win.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
yeah.
But hey, we'll welcome Commish 1.0
for sure.
Always welcome in any form on the show.
Amen to that. You got anything else before we kick ourselves out of here?
Nah, replacements and Bandits, man. Hell of a game. It's gonna be fun.
I know. I can't wait to see how it shakes out.
I like that one. That'll be a good time. And I think that's all we got, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it, man.
We cover everything.
We did our best. Hopefully it made sense. I don't know if our math is 100% accurate, but we believe it to be true. So let's see how it goes.
I was here and it doesn't make sense to me. So that's okay. Take it for entertainment. Just remember in your parlay touchdown picks next week, no Steelers.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a lock. What other advice do we have?
Take the under on Monday nights. That's normally a lock, except for tonight.
Yeah, except for right now.
When your buddy texts you about a lock on a money line game, just believe them.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
especially if their 8-year-old daughter is named Clara.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's good. So this is all stuff you got from the Monday Night Quarterback, friends. Why would you not want to come back again?
That's right. True. They'll be back. We'll see him next week.
Tell the wife thanks. Appreciate you making time as always. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world. Nice work. Great to see you as always.
Always fun. We'll do it again next week.
All right, coaches. We'll see you next week after week 14 once this thing is solidified. We won't have to do math on the fly at that point, Drew. We'll know. Mostly.
Yeah, this will all be for naught.
That's right. All right, friends. Until then, we're out.